Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about? Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? Oh, man. Lucky you. That's the dream. Maybe when this is all done, you can show me where you came from. My family home's long gone, but I'll show you my favorite chow hall in the city, if it's still standing.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already. Need something? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I guess I'll spend my It sounds...
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Roughly translated, his confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much. Shook. You believe you can survive without me. As you say, do not keep me waiting.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly. It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get. Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think? Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
What can I do you for? Fuck yes.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory,
With pleasure.
Let me work my magic.
And these things have stayed interesting.
We meet again. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services. There are many answers to that question. None are important.
There is a great divine energy indeed, but the source is unclear.
Something the matter? If you're sure. Fine.
It is done.
Wanna dance?
Is that blood? No, never mind. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, eat it. Can't give up now.
Speak. Shook. You believe, as you say.
Something the matter? All right. What did you mean before, Gale? A woman with shadows for eyes, you said?
Merely that if the eyes are the mirror to the soul, yours have dark curtains across the mirror. No offense taken, I hope.
Not necessarily. I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Never a dull moment.
How about a dragon?
That's for sure.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home. The Archduchess will be delighted when we return with Karlach's head on a pike. Zariel? Certainly not. We serve Tyr, Lord of Justice, and no other. Please, mercy. Half of us are badly injured, the other half dead. I admit, we ambushed you. An assignment from our god, Tyr. We thought you a devil, and with your flames you proved us right. But Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us, and we'll leave you. Enough! Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlach, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back! All right, Karlach, it's go time.
Well, so much for peace. Here goes nothing.
Mundas wordt de Gifi. Impero TV.
Got to press on.
Take you.
Hell, I need to hold on. gods are watching me.
Non va bene.
Certainly.
Bye forever, pal. Under their noses. Oh.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Soldier.
I don't suppose you've any clue where we are in relation to Waterdeep.
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger. Come and get me!
At the ready.
Fuck you!
Take your...
Shouldn't have wished to live in...
How can I help?
Need healing.
Just try it, Zariel!
You seemed quite forward with your compliments earlier. We'd only just met.
Seize the day, I say. More now.
enjoy this.
I'd better take a peek.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
I've got this. Need some oil over here.
Fading fast. I need healing.
Aye, aye.
You seemed quite forward with your compliments earlier. We don't...
Seize the day, I say. More now than ever.
Ready and willing.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
In striking distance.
Gods, it's hot in here. Knees high.
Can't afford to let up. Have to keep going.
What path lies before me?
The shock of psychic pain, the pack leader's mind clamps onto yours. You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Feast! No, the voice has forbidden this meat. Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long. A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response. Deep in the chaos of her mind, something responds to your command. A tadpole. It is the source of the voice. She will obey it. She will obey you. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep, and if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. However, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, it is of vital importance that my death be remedied at your earliest convenience. You may rest assured that I do not speak out of self-preservation alone. Many lives depend on my return to the living within the span of 2 days. I trust I've made myself clear. I have upon my deceased person a magical item that can accomplish my return. But such is the value and rarity that it is protected by a multi-layered security protocol. I will now explain the protocol. Step 1 is to retrieve from my person a pouch I wear over my heart. Next, you must unthread the purple seam that seals it in a counterclockwise fashion. Do not touch any other colored strand. Inside the pouch, you will find a folded letter and a tiny flute. Unfold the letter and note the markings in the top and bottom corners. These are the notes you will need to play. Starting from the bottom right, play the notes in correct order, clockwise this time. Upon completion of the tune, a magma method will appear, which will pose the following question. Iskcha Chisnaga. This is Ignan for what is my name? The answer is Kasitrak Ash. Pronounce the name correctly, and the method will breathe on the letter. Stay clear, because the little scamp can melt metal. Words will now appear on the letter's surface, effectively turning the letter into a scroll of true resurrection. Use it to bring me back to life. I think ingenious is the word you're looking for. Now, repeat my instructions back to me, please. In that case, this will be an easy exercise. Step 1. And next. Right. You then have access to the letter and the flute. Go on. Remember to play them clockwise. And after that? Correct. But pay attention to the trach part. Ch is back of the throat. And so we have gone through the necessary steps again. It is gratifying to see your memory does not fail you. Best of luck with the protocol. May my cold, dead hands soon be refilled with the warmth of life so they can shake yours in gratitude.
It seems our infection comes with an unexpected symptom. The ability to influence others. An interesting development, but one to be treated with caution. For better or for worse. We'll never know unless we take the risk. A calculated risk, mind.
She is still ravenous, her mind a hungry pit. The flesh of the survivors wasn't enough to satisfy her. Sensing your presence, the Knoll's tadpole writhes in ecstasy, echoing your command. Its host will feast on Knoll flesh to control the hunger, to keep her teeth from your throat.
On I go. I've got it.
Best be on my way. Survival is all that matters. Blood comes easy these days.
That might be worth a look.
I need to hold on.
You should search that corpse.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value artist's memories go to waste. The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you. No use. Compulsion takes over. Your actions are no longer your own.
Things abandon their hosts as soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
Chest.
Well, there's only one way to know for sure. Looks empty. Looks empty.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one, I riddle thee not. Beyond mortal realms, they bear great discontentment with them. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all most willingly for. Fate spins along, as it should. Have you need of my services? A mending of the thread. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Then thou must return with the proper payment. This is the price of balance. Well counted. I recommend keeping my distance. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
What now?
Which way to the nearest library?
It is stubborn. It refuses both to leave or to allow itself to be used as you desire.
Don't burn yourself.
What to do?
My word, you did it! Oh, it's good to be alive. My hands are still cold, so that handshake will have to wait, but in the meantime, thank you. Oh, it's a relief to be back on beautiful Faerun. The dreariness of the fugue plane oppresses one's soul so very quickly. That said, I assume you have some questions. Only fair to warn you, I have precious few answers. I apologize if that sounds thankless. It's just that some secrets simply cannot be revealed. I suppose that after all you've done for me, I should be at least a little bit forthcoming. Tell you what, I will answer one question to the best of my ability, if I can. Because it was the truth. The truth is a great motivator. I am dangerous. Not because I want to be, but because of an error I made. It makes me dangerous. You brought me back to life, and for that I am in your debt. If it does, bring me back again. Oh, I have the magic touch.
Time to rest.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Now? But I'm just getting comfy. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. Karlak meets the criteria, pet. Trust me on this.
Kill me? I wouldn't recommend it.
I die, and Will turns to a Lemure and gets sucked right down to the hells.
Which reminds me.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms. Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will, don't forget.
Our pact still stands.
Ta-ta. Something's wrong. I feel...
It hurts. Darkness, protect me. It's difficult for me to talk about. I'm sorry.
Stop! If I want to tell you something, I'll use my mouth, understand? Fumble in my head again, and I'll gut you.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I deserve that. Consider me properly shamed. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds, but I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. She could kill me for one, and that's not the worst of it. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mazora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first. Hiya. What about it? Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire lasted a little longer than it should. Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down. Wild, right? And believe it or not, I'm one of Zariel's least mutilated pets. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him. Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a world of good.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. Positive. You can trust me on that.
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it. I don't know what you mean. It's nothing, really. You're not going to let this go, are you? I worship Shah. It hurts. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it. True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner. Gladly. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? What, besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? No, I can't. I mean, I literally can't. Shah's secrets must be preserved above all. I have had certain memories suppressed. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored. That is not for you to know. Leave it at that.